Okay, the time now is 4:30. Come, let's begin lesson. All right, as you know, yes, I know who are you. All right, as you know, we are doing on ratio still, right? Remember the first two lessons? The first two lessons is on fraction, followed by ratio, and this is our second lesson on ratio, all right? Guess what's the next lesson? Yeah, part of the big four. So we have fraction, we have ratio, we have something called percentage. All right, our next lesson will be relating to something called percentage. All right, so if you have any questions, you can actually write in WhatsApp me. All right, through the number I gave you the number already over the last three lessons. Okay, so you should have the number. If you have any percentage question, you can actually write in to me. All right, then if we have a chance to discuss your question, we will discuss your question. All right, let's go. So today, right, as you know, we are doing something called what? We are doing something called ratio. And of course, right, you need to have your okay, wait. You need to have your exercise book and all this with you. I show you this slide so many times already, right? You're getting so irritated with me. It's my first time learning fraction. Is it okay? Of course. All right. Don't restrict yourself to, let's say, what? Who say primary 4 can only learn primary 4 stuff? Don't say that. Don't say that. All right. Primary 4 can also learn primary 5, primary 6 stuff. All right. If you got free, all right. If you are free, you can even go and attend some of the set 1 lesson. All right. Today's set 1 lesson will be talking about something called measurement. So you'll be taught how to find the volume of a prism, the volume of a cone, and etc. All right, don't restrict yourself to your age. All right, age is just a number. You are able to gain more knowledge every day. Why not? All right, so don't say that, it's my first time learning percentage. Is it okay? It's perfectly okay. All right, so don't worry about it. If you can get it, good for you. All right, learning things a little bit earlier is perfect. So what you need, as you know, for those new students, hi, my name is Ben Ong. You need some exercise book, some notebooks, and the worksheet. The worksheet has been already placed in our website. If you can, please download, and better still, if you can, print out some more. All right, it's in colored, I think. All right, then it looks brighter, right? The worksheet looks nice, right? All right, I designed it actually. All right, no? Okay, never mind. So down here, stationery also, if you have some colored pens, will be good for you. And also your most important friend, your only friend in your examination hall, which is called your calculator. Hi, Chloe. All right. So Sandy and Chloe, I believe you're brother, sister. I mean, sister and sister. Sorry, what brother and sister? All right. Can help me change my name? Cannot. I'm so sorry. You can only do that. All right. And your dad and mom give you a very beautiful name called Chloe. Don't go and change your name, please. Don't be funny. All right. Okay. I know you're trying to say the chat down at the name. All right. But I don't know how to change your name. I only can change mine. All right. You can change yours also. It's not a sister. Your mom. All right. So the last thing I need you to have is your attention, your focus. All right. So eyes on me in the 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes like that. Can? Okay. All right. So here goes. Last week the homework. What's the homework? Remember this? Ashton. Ashton had 120 cars and Martin has 20 cars. Put the two names together. Ashton Martin. All right, that is the car of my dream. All right, if any one of you want to buy me a birthday present, Ashton Martin will be nice. All right, not the toy car. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, so down here, Ashton had 120 cars. Let me try to summarize the story a little bit, the clue. So we have Ashton. Hey, this is not the restaurant, Ashton. And we have Martin. All right, can you all see? Okay, let me change the color. I got some feedback saying that red cannot see well. All right, let me change to yellow. Okay. So Ashton, right, the actual number of cars is what? 120 cars. All right, so 120 cars, let me put it as 120 cars. Martin got 20 cars. Can you see? So this is at the beginning of the story. At the beginning of the story. This was your homework, and I gave you the answer. All right, you're supposed to use what? Difference unchanged, the knowledge in order to apply into this. Right? So the previous lesson, we did something called total unchanged, single unchanged, and differences unchanged. All right, today, everything changed. Exciting, right? Okay, quite exciting. So down here, Ashton got 120 cars, Martin got 20 cars. Usually the first thing I do is to what? I will reduce the step. All right, I will reduce it to the simplest form. Sure, can reduce that? Can. So this is simply like 120 is to what? 120 is to 20. This is like the actual number of cars. If I reduce to the lowest term, divide by 10, I will get a 12 is to 2. I still want to reduce to the simplest form. 12 and 2, they are part of the 2 timetable. Divide by 2, and therefore 6 is to 1 is the ratio at the beginning. All right. So 6:1 is the ratio in the beginning. So here I will start to write down my story. So Ashton is A, Martin is M. Can? And at the beginning of the day, what happened? Yes, the ratio of Ashton to Martin is 6:1. That is in the beginning. Then something happened. What happened? Leonard, right, go and do something. Leonard go and buy each of them some extra cars. And the sum extra cars is what? All right. Why are you not writing? Are you okay now? All right. I'm writing one. All right. So they give this person gives some extra number of cars, equal number of cars to each of them. All right. So down here, plus a certain number of cars, and down here plus a certain number of cars. All right. And this certain number of cars is exactly the same. Exactly the same. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, what happened? The ratio of Ashton to Martin is 7:3. So Ashton is 7, Martin is 3. Hey, this type of question, what is happening? As you can see, both sides plus the same number of cars, right? So this type of question you must highlight is actually something called difference unchanged. Difference unchanged, I don't have difference. Then write out lah. Don't have just write out lah. So down here, right, how do you write out your difference? You have a D column here. Can? 6 and 1. What's the difference of 6 and 1? 6 minus 1 is a 5. So down here you write 5. Can? Then at the end of the day, 7 and 3. What's the difference of 7 and 3? 7 minus 3 is a 4. Sure. Different. Yeah lah, it's different lah. So how do you make the differences the same? All right. How do you make these two numbers the same? You have to think of your 5 timetable and your 4 timetable. So you look for the what? You look for something called the common multiple. And the best thing is look for the lowest common multiple. So for example, 5 timetable, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 4 timetable, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. The number 20, it repeats itself, right? I say the number 20 itself. So down here must times 4 to give me a 20. Down here must times 5 to give me a 20. Can you see now? To be fair, hello, Kevin. To be fair, if you times 4, right, for the difference, everybody, right, everybody in the same line must times 4. You're supposed to bring the ratio to the same level for comparison. Times 5. Everybody in the same row must times 5. You must bring the ratio to the same level for comparison. All right. So now I can present my clues again. So I represent it. A is to M. Ashton is to Martin. In the beginning is how many? Okay. So looking at the center portion, 6. 6 times 4 is 24. So Ashton got 24. Martin, 1 times 4 is 4. And the differences is how many units? 20 units. Can you see? All right. So next, both of them plus an equal number of cars. Both of them plus an equal number of cars. I put plus box cars. All right. Can you all please stop playing with your video? The you all is actually that one person. All right. Can you please? All right. So you plus the same number of cars for each of them. Okay. And therefore, what happened? And therefore, at the end of the day, what's the ratio now? What's the new balance ratio now? Let's check it out. All right, down here is 7 times 5, and down here is 3 times 5. 7 times 5 is a 35, and 3 times 5 is a 15. And check out the differences. Differences between 35 and 15. 35 minus 15, very good. 20 units or so. So this means what? This means that we are at the same level for comparison. All right, we are at the same level for comparison already. How come the difference is the same already? Very good. Teacher, you sound like a robot on my computer. I don't know what to do, like, seriously. You asked me how to change name, then now you say that I sound like a robot. I'm so sad. I am so sad. All right, my niece always say that. I'm so sad. Okay, never mind. That's not important. Okay, so down here, what's happening? Okay, so I have to take a look at what's the clue given to me. In the beginning, got 24 units. In the beginning, got 24 units for Ashton. At the end, got 35. So from 24, how do you get to 35? All right, from 24 down here, how do you get to a 35? There's an increase, right? Yes, increase by how much? There's an increase by 35 minus 24. All right, 35 minus 24 is 11. All right, there's an increase of 11 units. Is that true? Let's try for Martin. Martin got 4 units in the beginning, but eventually it becomes 15. Wow, it also increased by 11 units. Wow, we are very fair now. All right, the ratios now is at a very fair level. All right, Sandy, no, not Sandy, right? Your name is actually what lah? Just now you're telling me, right? Sandy is your mom, is it? Okay. Okay, Chloe. All right, Chloe, don't worry about it. All right, my feeling, I got a big heart. Right? You are lagging on my screen. Oh, it's okay lah, right? Technology, we lag a little bit. Eventually, you can catch the whole thing. It's okay, Jarek. And yes, Felix, wow, what? Good job that we got 11 units. Yes, you also got 11 units. Good job. All right, so there's an increase of 11 units. So how? So what is the clue? We go back to the clue. Let's go back to the clue. The clue says that Ashton got 120 cars in the beginning. All right, Ashton got 24 units in the beginning. All right, purple a bit hard to see. All right, so that is the first clue that I have. Ashton got 24 units. All right, looking at the most updated ratio, which is this portion here. Can you see the arrow? All right, this is the most updated ratio, this portion here. All right, so you compare what? You compare the clue. Ashton got 120 cars. It simply means that 24 units is equal to, all right, 24 units is equal to 120 cars. Chloe, it's not 20 units is 120. All right, it's not 20 units. It's actually 24 units. All right, because in the beginning, Ashton got 24 is to Martin 4. All right, I adjust the ratio. No worries, don't be sorry. It's okay, don't worry. All right, it's okay that sometimes we type wrongly and all this. Don't worry. All right, it's okay to make mistake here, but in exam, don't make mistake. So 24 units is actually 120 cars. That's the link. All right, go and find 1 unit. If your calculator not working, can you just use your mental calculation? Can lah, you're smart enough. So how do you find 1 unit? You take 120 divided by 24. Okay, using my mental calculator. All right, using my mental calculation, not mental calculator. All right, I'm using my mental strength. All right, it's 5. It's 5 cars. All right, that's my mental calculation. Very powerful, right? I know, mental. So 1 unit is 5 cars, right? Now let's take a look at what the question wants. How many cars did that person each give Martin and Ashton? So how many units was given? 11 units, right? 11 units was given. All right, 11 units was given. So 5 cars represents 1 unit. 11 units, 5 times 11, no? Answer is 55 cars was given to each of them. And bam, that's your answer. All right, so easy or not? Very easy one. All right, so this is our question. Differences unchanged. You have to make the differences the same number. In this case, it's 20 versus 20. Must be fair in terms, in order for your ratio to compare fairly, lah. Huh? All right. I saw some of you raising your hand, Rekha. All right, Rekha. Why? Corey. Hi. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for putting down your hand. You raise your hand means you got something to ask, lah. What thing to ask? Then you can type to me, can? Okay. Let me see.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Okay, so as you can see, that is for part A of the question. All right, so let's go and turn to the next part of the question. Okay, so the next part of the question is talking about part B. So part B is saying that how many cars must Ashton give to Martin so that they will have the same numbers of car? Hey, this question, right, are they talking about in the beginning or at the end of the day? What do you think? So this question, right, in the beginning or at the end, it doesn't matter. All right, it doesn't matter. How come? Because the answer will still be the same. How come? Because when we compare Ashton versus Martin, all right, we compare Ashton versus Martin, we always know that what? We always know that Ashton got what? More than Martin. Correct or not? And in terms of the number of units, right, Ashton got how many units more than Martin? All right. In the beginning, right, Ashton got 20 units more than Martin, right, from the previous part. Check this out. All right, can you see here? Okay, can you see here? The circle yellow color. In the beginning, Ashton and Martin, the difference is a 20 units. At the end of the day, the difference is still a 20 units. It doesn't matter. So the question is accurate. Don't worry. You don't say that, in the beginning or at the end. It doesn't matter. How come? Because Ashton will surely have 20 units more than Martin. And in order to make sure they have the same number of what? Same number of cars, right? What happened here? Your 20 units, right? You have to what? Your 20 units, you have to be fair and split. Split, Split half of it to who? Split half of it to Martin. So that Martin come out this portion here. Can you see or not? So that at the end of the day, they will have the same number of cars. Can you see this white line here? At the end of the day, they will have the same numbers of cars. That is what you want. Can you see? So the difference is still the 20 units. It doesn't matter. Cool? All right. So just now, right? 20 units must be what? Shared among both of them. So 20 units divided by 2, that will give you a 10 unit. So what is happening down here is Ashton must give 10 units to Martin in order for them to have the same numbers of cars. So what is 10 units? Just now, from the previous part of the question, check this out. From the previous part of the question, 1 unit is 5 cars. 1 unit is 5 cars. So now we're looking for, yes, answer freedom 50. So 10 times 5 will give you a 50 cars. Can you see or not? So these are your 2 answers for your homework. All right, those who have done your homework and get these 2 answers with the correct working, good job for you. All right, this simply means that your ratio differences unchanged, no problem already. Okay? Yeah, Felix, good job. All right, so down here, let's move on to today's lesson. So today's lesson, we are talking about, yes, some more on ratio. All right, but this time around, ratio, everything changed. Very, very exciting. But before that, I want to do a little exercise on what I normally did in 88 Tuition, the website. All right, those lessons, those pre-planned lessons. I always do these 2 very important exercises. Number 1 is called the Big 4. Okay, can you see the logo here? The Big 4 down here. Can you see? Okay, what does Big 4 represents? Big 4 represents your ratio, your fraction, your decimals, and your percentage. All right, these 4 items, right, they always comes hand in hand. So you need to know how to interchange them. So sometimes they give you a ratio, 3:4. How do you present 3:4 as a fraction? Sure, easy one. Ratio is left is to right. Fraction is up over down, right? So ratio and fraction, that's the relationship. So 3:4 can be represented as 3/4. So some of you have this worksheet, fill in the numbers with me, all right? So 3:4 is the same as 3/4. Fraction to decimal, how? Panic, don't have to panic, all right? Actually, there are 4 ratios, 4 fractions, right, that I always ask my student to remember. All right, I call this the magic 4. I always ask my primary 4 kids even to remember these 4 items, magic 4. All right, the first one is half. Half, right, is actually written as 0.5. All right, if you think that you can have some space down there, right, in your worksheet, can you please write it down? So very useful one, I tell you. These 4 fractions your teacher always asks one. All right, so half is like what? 0.5 in terms of decimal. All right, then the next one is like 1/4. 1/4 is like 0.25. Very, very common. They always ask this 4 fraction to decimal. Another one is the 3/4. 3/4 is 0.75. So if you can memorize this one, right? This question you can answer it is 0.75. Can you see not? In terms of decimal. Can? So the last one, the last one is 1/8. 1/8 is what? As a decimal? 1 to 5. 1 to 5. All right, it's actually 0.125. All right, 1 to 5. Yes, 0.125. 125 is like 1 to 5 lah. Okay, but please don't go around telling people 1 to 5, 1 to 5. All right. So 1/8. That's how I remember. 1/8 is actually 0.125. Okay, very, very useful also. Trust me on that. All right. So this magic 4, you try to remember. Okay. So down here, as a percentage, from a decimal, how do you change to a percentage? The question will say, I want this as a percentage. All right, there are some students here, maybe you haven't do percentage yet. Don't worry about it. All right, this is the beginning. This is for you also, for the P5s. So when you see something called as a percentage, these 3 words coming out, what do you do? Trust me, simply times 100. All right, so your number 0.75 as a percentage, just times 100. Trust me, it works. And I taught my primary 3, primary 4 this also. When you try to multiply, right? When you try to multiply things like 100 or tens, right? Times means to the right, to the right. 20 actually means 2 umbrella. All right, Felix, yes, to the right, to the right. So the decimal point is between the 0 and the 7. Can you see? So you are supposed to move to your right by 2 steps. So you move 1 step here, 1 step here. And your new decimal place becomes at the back. So your answer will be what? 75 point. So 75 point doesn't mean anything. So just write 75 lor. So 75%. So percentage, right? This is the symbol for percentage. All right, this portion here is like the symbol for percentage. Okay, so 0.75 just times 100, 75%. All right, so very simple. Don't worry about this. Teacher, can you please repeat the to the right again? All right, this lesson, right, if you want, last lesson, right, I did it with my primary 3 and primary 4. And tomorrow, if you can, right, Rika, if you can tomorrow, join me again. Join me at 4:30 to 6 o'clock. All right, I'll be talking about this to the right, to the right, to the left also. It's very, very useful, I promise you. All right, the multiplication of 10, multiplication of 100, and not only that, the division of 10, division of 100, and the division of 1000. So if you can, do join me tomorrow, can? All right, I will talk a lot about this times 10, times 100, and all this. All right, because the primary 3, primary 4, I'm teaching them something called decimals. All right, you try? Can? All right, and don't worry if you cannot meet the timing, don't worry, all right? You can go to the website, all right? And under the live recording, right, there's this part called the past records. All right, you can go and look at the videos again. I did with my primary 3 and primary 4 last lesson, and also for tomorrow's lesson, I'll be doing it. Can? So don't worry about it too much. So down here, if you can understand, good. If you cannot, simply just times 100. Press your calculator lah. 0.75 times 100 is still 75. Can? All right, and Felix, you tell me to lock the classroom. Thank you, thank you. You are very good student, telling me to reminding me. Thanks. If not, I would have forgotten. All right. What is the name of the lesson tomorrow? Is P3, P4 is something called area and perimeter. But besides area and perimeter, I'm doing something called decimals also. All right, I will do a little bit of decimals with them. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next part. Big 4. The next part is question 2. So question 2, we have something like that. Now they give you the fraction. Fraction is 2 over 5. Don't worry. Don't panic. Fraction on top and below, right? You can write it what? Left to right. All right. 2 is to 5 like that. Can? Right? 2 is to 5. Cool? All right. So again, ratio and fraction, there is this relationship. Nothing to worry. Decimal. Decimal how? Because it's not part of the what? It's not part of the magic 4. 2 over 5. Don't worry again. Don't worry. So there's another method. One method is by memory. You go and memorize. Second method is to what? Try to make the denominator into 10, 100, or 1000. So in this case, my denominator is a 5. I purposely make it into a 10 times 2. Yes, times 2 times 2. All right, whatever you do to the denominator, you must do to the numerator. So you get 4 over 10. Correct. So do you know that what is 4 over 10 means? 4 over 10, right? This line down here actually means what? It actually means divide. You know that? It's actually 4 divide by 10. And again, if you can understand what I was doing just now, right? Divide now, right? It's not to the right already. Divide is the opposite of multiplication, right? So divide means to the left, to the left. 1 0 means 1 movement. So the number 4, where is the decimal place? If there is no decimal place, right? If there's no decimal place written, it's always at the back side. It's always at the back side. So you're supposed to move to the left by 1 movement. So you move 1 time here. So the new decimal place will be in front. So it will be a 0.4. So the answer will be a 0.4. 0.4. Right, down here will be called a 0.4. But 0.4 very weird. We usually write it as 0.4. So do you know that 4 over 10 is also called 4 tenths? Right, in terms of English, 4 tenths. So we write it as what? 4 over 10. We also can write it as 4 divided by 10. And 4 divided by 10 is the same as 0.4. Once again, the movement of the decimals. All right, if you want to learn, tomorrow I have a date with you, 4:30 to 6 o'clock. All right, with my P3, P4, you just join in, it's okay. They don't know you. Can? I know you. That's more important. All right, so you just join in and we will actually do a little bit of the examples on all these moving decimals. I call it moving decimals. Will be very good for your decimals also. Okay? So fraction is 2/5. You make the denominator into 10, 100, or 1000. In this case, make to 10 enough already. Times 2 times 2. Answer is 4/10. 4/10 can be written as 4 divided by 10 is 0.4. Hey, as a percentage, times 100. Yes, Kevin, you're right. So simply it's 0.4 times 100. Okay? So once again, times means to the right 2 movement. So you move 2 times. 0.4 down here, you move 2 times, 1 time, 2 times. So the decimal comes here. There's an empty slot here, you can put a 0. So it's actually a 40%. All right? So that is the beauty of mathematics. You learn something called by pattern. All right? Hi, Chloe, right? Not Sandy, right? Sandy and Chloe the same, right? Okay, hi. Can we continue? All right. So let's go to question number 3 now. This is still under Big 4. All right, let's practice this. Now they give you a percentage. Hey, don't worry, don't worry. Just now, right, they give you a percentage, right? All right, they say as a percentage, they want you to times 100. Look at here. They want you to times 100, right? Then now here, every time you see a percentage, times 100. The previous, times 100. Can you see or not? Now what happened? In mathematics, they give you the percentage. You are supposed to do the reverse. Divide by 100. All right, divide by 100. I told you already, mathematics is all about these 2 directions. Trust me. It's either you plus to go forward or you minus to go backwards. It's only these 2 directions. Cannot. All right, so don't worry about it. Just now is to times 100 to come up with the symbol, the percentage symbol. Now you have the symbol. I don't want it already. I don't want it. So how? Divide by 100. So it's 133 and 1/3. Divide by 100. Do the reverse. Right? Math is all about these 2 directions. 133 and 1/3. I purposely put as what? I purposely put as an improper fraction. All right? I purposely put as an improper fraction. So how? You remember improper fraction? All right, we need to take the 3 times the 133 plus the 1. All right, from a mixed number, we change to an improper. 133 times 3 is 399. 133 times 3 is 399. 399 plus 1, 400. So this one can be written as 400 over 3. Right, 400 over 3. Correct or not? And divide by 100 means what? Divide by 100 over 1. P5, P6, you know this already, don't bluff. Divide, you cannot divide one. All right, fractions, you cannot divide. You must change the divide to a multiplication. So you change it to a times. The 100 over 1, you flip it. 100 over 1, you flip it to becomes 1 over 100. All right. So you flip the back portion. Okay. So in that case, you will be able to see this. 400 over 3 times 1 over 100. Can I cancel or not? Yes, you can. All right, go ahead and cancel. 400 and 100, they belongs to the 100 timetable. So divide by 100, divide by 100. So you're left with a 4. All right, so fractions are top times top, bottom times bottom. 4 times 1 is a 4. 3 times 1 is a 3. What is this? This is a fraction, what? All right, this is a fraction. And for fraction, right, we can simply what? We can simply put it into our fraction portion already, 4 over 3. And remember, fraction and ratio is the same, right? Left and right. So we can put it as 4:3. Can you see that? Decimal. Decimal how? Okay, don't panic. Just now I taught you one way, right, is to memorize, right? One way is to memorize the magic 4. But if never come out, never mind. Try to make the denominator into a 10, 100, or 1000. All right? If really cannot, yes, Korea, yes, you divide. So 4 over 3 stands for what? This one stands for 4 divided by 3. All right. So 4 over 3 can be written as the 4 inside here. 4. 3 is outside. This is called 4 divided by 3. So how? Slowly. 3 times what is 4? 3 times 1 is 3. That's the closest. 4 minus 3 is a 1. You cannot write as a remainder. You must write as a decimal. So how? Bring out the decimal point. Bring out the decimal point on top. All right, when you bring out the decimal point, you can have 3 endless 0 at the back. Bring 1 0 down. 3 times what is 10? Nearest is a 3. 3 times 3 is a 9. All right, 10 minus 9 is a 1. Not good enough. Take down another 0. Take down the free 0. So many free 0, like a buffet like that. 3 times what is 10? 3 times another 3 is 9. All right, still got a 1 down here. Take down another 0. Take down another 0. Can you see the pattern here? all right, you will still get 1.3 endless. All right, you get 1.3 endless. Can you see that? So in order to have a 2 decimal place, right? In order to have a 2 DP, DP means decimal place. In order to have a 2 decimal place, you need at least 3 what? 3 fractions on the right hand side. All right, you need at least 3 numbers here. 1, 2, 3. In order to have a 2 decimal place. How come? Because you need this last decimal down here to determine whether to round up or to maintain. So 2 decimal place, you look at this portion here. Look at this this double arrow here, 3. Okay, that's called the second decimal place. Okay, to determine whether this 3, right, this this triple tick 3, all right, this triple 3 tick, whether to round up or to maintain, we have to look at the next number. Hey, next number is a 3. It's below 5. So how? You maintain. You cannot round up. All right, Sandy, you cannot round up. I mean Chloe, you cannot round up. All right, it's smaller than 5. So you have to maintain. Don't touch. Very good. I like it when you say don't touch. So answer is 1.33. Simply as that. Can you see? Okay. So that is how you do the division. So there's 3 methods. One is to memorize the magic 4. Most of the time it comes out. Second one is to make the denominator to a 10, 100, or 1000. Third one is to use the long division. Okay? Yes. Okay, come. Let's move on to part 4. Hey, ratio is 1:3. So fraction, yeah, fraction easy lah. 1:3 is left is to right, right? Fraction is 1/3, top and bottom. Okay? And 1/3, cannot make the denominator to a 10, 100, or 1000. So how? Panic, panic. Don't panic. Just do your long division again. Let me show it to you once again. 1/3 can be written as 1 divided by 3. Many of you have this feeling that the number 3, right, because it's bigger, right, the 3 must always be inside. And you write like that. Is this correct? This is wrong. Not every time the big number inside one. Stop having this type of thinking. Stop it. Stop it. All right. What does 1 divided by 3 means? 1 divided by 3 means that the 1 is actually inside. 1 is here. 3 is here. This is called 1 divided by 3. Can you see not? So not every time the big number is inside. Stop having that kind of thoughts. Okay? So 1 divided by 3. So what you do? Okay. 3 times what is 1? Cannot leh. Cannot means what? 0 lah. 3 times 0 is 0. All right. So 1 minus 0 is a 1. Okay, now you have to bring out the decimal already. So you bring out the decimal dot, you bring the dot on top. All right, now the 0 free one, buffet, bring down the 0. Let's go. 3 times what is 10? Nearest is a 3. 3 times 3 is a 9. Okay, so remainder is a 1. Bring down the free 0. Come on, more 0, more 0. Okay, so now again, 3 times 3 is a 9. Remainder is a 1 again. Bring down the free zeros again. Okay, buffet of zeros. So 3 times 3 once again is 9. Okay, you can see the pattern, right? It will go on and on and on and on and on. So once again, right? Yes, Felix, you got a lot of 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So down here, they say 2 decimal place again. Oh no, 2 decimal place, right? Always try to have what? 3 decimal point down here. 1, 2, 3. You need at least 3 decimal place. The third decimal place is to determine whether to round up or to maintain. So 2 decimal place, you want this and this. So to determine these 2 numbers to round up or to maintain, you have to look at the third number. It's below 5 again, so you maintain. Yes, don't touch. So your answer will be 0.33 still. Sure, this number very familiar. Yeah lah. If you look at the previous part, can you see? Yeah. 4/3 is actually what? 4/3 is actually written as what? As a mixed number is 1 and 1/3, right? Right. 4/3 as a mixed number can be written as 1 and 1/3, right? Isn't this 1 down here? This 1 down here, right? Can you see white color? This 1 down here represents this 1 lah. Right, then the 1/3 leh? This 1/3 represents what? This 1/3 actually represents the 0.33 lah. Can you see not? You see, that's the beauty of mathematics. Everything is there already. So sometimes you are just so confused with it. Don't have to be confused. There are actually some clues down here. One. Look at it from a pattern viewpoint. All right, look at it at a pattern viewpoint. Okay, so down here, right, Korea asked me one question. What happens if they ask for 1 DP? If they ask for 1 decimal place, right, you must at least have what? All right, if they ask for 1 decimal place, you must have at least 2 numbers down here, like that. You must have at least 2 places down here. How come? You want to determine whether this number, all right, this tick, whether to maintain or to round up. So how do you determine that? You have to look at the next number here. 3, once again is a what? It's below 5. So you have to maintain it. So down here, you can put an approximate sign, 0.3. This is called 1 decimal place. Can you see that? Okay. And what is the percentage? Wow. Yes, Chloe, 33 and 1/3 is correct. Smart. All right. So the previous, right? Can you see the previous, the pattern again? 133 and 1/3%. The 100 is actually the 1 whole. So the remainder, 33 and 1/3 is actually down here. Lor. Can you see or not? Ah. Can you see that? Hey, but Che, I don't want to do this method. Okay, chill. Don't worry. So just now, right? Just now I did say about what? I did say about from a fraction to a decimal to a percentage, you must do something called times 100, right? So just like, let's just times 100. So the fraction here is 1/3, right? So 1/3. Can we use 1/3 times 100? 1/3 times 100 is equal to what? Top times top, bottom times bottom. 1 times 100 is a 100. 3 times 1 is a 3. Can you see that? Then after that, you do what? You make it into a mixed number. 100 divided by 3. 100 divided by 3. 3 times 3 is a 9. 1. Bring down the 0. 3 times 3 is a 9. 1. Down here. So this 33 means what? This 33 means 33 whole. This 1 remainder means what? This 1 remainder means 1 over the denominator 3%. Isn't it the same? So a lot of things is the same one. So you don't go and stress yourself too much. Understand or not? Oh, all right. So that is the way to find the percentage. As a percentage means simply times 100. Okay. So the next question, part 4. All right. The last one for your big 4. Okay. Down here. Now they give you the what? Now they give you the decimals. All right. Now they give you the decimals. Okay. So the decimal is 0.2. The decimal is 0.2. Can we purposely look for the percentage first? As a percentage, right, means what? Times 100. Let's go. 0.2 times 100. Times means what? To the right, to the right. 2, 0 means 2 movement. So let's move 1 step, 2 step. So now the decimal will be here. This one will be gone. This portion here, because there's an empty space, we put a 0. So this is called a 20%. Can you see that? And 0.2 is the same as 20%. Okay, 20%, how do you write it as a fraction? So 20% can also be written as what? 20% can be written as 20 divided by 100. All right, you must be very capable to adjust within the big 4. Ratio, fraction, decimal, percentage. They give you one thing, you must be able to adjust throughout. Can you see? So 20 over 100. If I reduce to the lowest term, right, divide by 10, reduce to the lowest term, 1 over 5. Haha, this is my fraction, no? 1 over 5. In terms of ratio, 1:5. Can you see? All right, so this is a practice for big 4. I think it's very, very useful because some of you, you have problem changing from fraction to decimal. Today, I just show you 3 methods, and it's the only 3 methods that your school taught you. Number 1 is to memorize the more common one. Number 2 is to what? Is to make the denominator into a 10, 100, or 1000. And the last one, use the long division. Cool? All right, so these are ways to make a decimal to a fraction. I mean, from a fraction to a decimal. Okay? And to get to a percentage, remember? Times 100. Okay? All right. So now, right, beside the big 4, right, in the normal practice, right, I always do something called here and there. Yes. This one is very important for the P5 and P6. You better know this. All right. So here and there means what? Here and there simply means that you have to bring all the same units to one side and push the numbers to the other side. So there are 2 different gang here. Okay. There are 2 different groups here. One is called the units group, and the other one is called the number groups. So we have to bring all the numbers to one side and all the units to another side. Okay? And you have to follow some kind of rules. All right. So the first rule I want to say is that, for instance, let's talk about the units first. Here, we have 4 units here. And here, we got 3 units here. All right. So you always focus on the units portion. Ask yourself, who is heavier? Me lah, so big size, come on. So 4 units and 3 units. 4 units is heavier, right? So 4 units is heavier. 4 units, don't touch it. Don't touch the 4 units. So you just copy below here, 4 units. All right. And I'm a bit lazy of spelling out the units. So I just put as 4U, can? All right. So 4U and 3U. 4U is the heavier one. So 4U, don't touch it. 3U, you want to bring the 3U across the equal sign. This is the equal sign. The equal sign never move one. So the equal sign is still here. In front of the 3 units, right? If never write anything, right? If never write anything, it's always a plus sign. Okay? If never write anything in front of the 3, all right, it's always a plus. So the plus belongs to the 3. If you want to bring this whole thing, right, across the equal sign, plus 3 you bring across, it becomes a minus 3U. All right, it's very fun one. It's about bring here, bring there, bring here, bring there. All right, but if you bring something across the equal sign, something will have to change. All right, not everything is so straightforward. Something will change, a little bit will change. Okay, so down here, who remains on the right hand side? Your 9 remains here. Your 9 remains here. Can? Oh, you don't want the minus 6. Minus 6, you don't want. You want to push it to the other side. The minus belongs to 6. Right? The sign in front of the number is always the numbers one. So minus belongs to 6. If you bring the minus 6 across the equal sign, what happened? From minus, it changed to plus. So down here, right, plus 6. So the sign will change. So now you work downwards, your equal sign is still in the center. The equal sign never change. This is called here and there. If you want, you can go to the 88 tuition, our primary 5 or primary 6 lesson. There's a few of them. Go and practice for fun. Very fun one. All right. So on the left, we have 4 units minus 3 units, left with 1 unit. 1 unit. All right. 9 plus 6 is 15. And that is how you find 1 unit. All right. Some of you still don't understand. It's perfectly okay. It's okay. All right. Because my explanation is trying to quickly pass this knowledge to you as a pattern, but there's a reason behind it one. And the reason behind it, right, is best for you to go and look for the video. All right. There's some videos on here and there, and I did a lot of explanation on that. All right. But let's try to move on the class, all right, because some of you have already done this before already. All right. So if you can, Felix, look at it as a pattern viewpoint. All right. Pattern viewpoint means what? You have to bring all the units to one side. You have to push all the numbers to the other side. And if you bring something across the equal sign, okay, something will change. So if you look at the pattern some more, look at question 2. Look at question 2. All right. I'm going to do the same method. All right. Once you can get the method, once you can get the pattern out, everything the same one, trust me. So down here, we have 6 units, right? And what? And also 5 units. First question, who is heavier? 6 units lah. So 6 units, right? You just copy down here, 6 units. Okay, the equal sign is still down here. In front of the 5 units, do you see anything? Nothing. So it means nothing is always a plus. All right. So the plus belongs to the 5. You want to bring all the units to the other side. So plus 5 bring across, minus 5. Yes, Chloe, you're right. All right. So plus 5 you bring across the equal sign, becomes minus 5. And who is left down here? Who is left down here? 30 is left. Then don't disturb the 30. Why? Remember, you're supposed to do a bit of grouping. Grouping means what? Bring all the units to one side. Bring all the numbers to the other side. Okay, next problem. What's the next problem? Minus 162. Minus 162. The minus belongs to 162. So what happened? You want to bring it to the other side, right? The number family. So if you bring across, what happened? The minus becomes a plus 162. Ta-da! Right? It's the same pattern one. Just trust me. Just look at it as a pattern viewpoint. All right. So 6 unit minus 5 unit will give you a 1 unit. And 30 plus 162, 192. And that is all you need. You need to find the 1 unit. This is called here and there. Yes, Vernie is 1 unit. Correct. It's 192. Smart girl. All right. So now let's look at question 3. Don't worry. Don't worry. The pattern is the same one. Just follow the pattern. Ask yourself, 28 units and what? 15 units. Who is heavier? 28 units. Thank you. So we have 28 units here. In front of the what? 15. Is there a plus? Yes, there's a hidden plus, right? It's supposed to be hidden. Only you and me, we know the secret. All right, can we do the rest yourself? Yes, please go ahead and do yourself. Hello? All right. So in front of the plus, right? In front of the 15 is a plus. So plus 15, you bring across the equal sign. Something must change. Change what? Yes, it becomes a minus 15u. Can you see? On the right-hand side, the 36 is still here. Just leave it as 36. You want to bring the number to the other sides. Minus 69. Minus 16. Bring across the equal sign. Bring across. Minus 16 becomes a plus 16. All right. Why is a negative negative? Wait, Felix, you asked a question. I don't really understand your question. Why is a negative and a positive is positive? I don't really understand. All right, if you can you please type out the whole question out? Can? All right, so 28 minus 15 is what? 28 minus 15 is 13, right? 13 units. All right, 36 plus 16, you can press your calculator if you want, huh? All right, I use my mental sum. I think it's a 52, right? I think it's a 52. Okay, so you always look for 1 unit. So 1 unit is equal to what? Hey, 13 unit is 52. What is 1 unit? Just easy lah. Divide by what? Divide by 13. So 13, how to get to 1? You need to divide by itself. 13 divided by 13 is a 1. 52, you must do the same. Be fair. You're talking about math here. Math is all about what? Fairness. Whatever you do on one side, do the same on the other side. 52 divided by 13 will give you a 4. And that's your answer. Your objective is always to look for the 1 unit. Why do you bring a negative to a positive and then you get positive? That is the rule, Felix. At this moment, just know it as that is the rule. All right, because the equal sign is in the center. If you want to bring somebody from the right towards the left, something must change. If not, then not fair, right? You cannot just happily come over. You cannot just happily go over. You must give up something in order to be over there. Can you see or not? All right, you cannot just say, hey, happily I come over here. Hey, happily I go over there and nothing changes. Cannot be. Cannot be. All right, something will change. So the minus from one side, if you bring across, it becomes a plus. From plus, it bring across, becomes a minus. All right, that is the rule for now. For now, that's the rule. Of course, there's other method of what? There's other method of explanation. All right, trust me. Go and look at my videos in P5. All right, there's a proper way of explanation. All right, but down here, I'm assuming that you have watched those videos and you have some basic understanding already. All right. However, if you haven't, please go and watch it. All right. So moving on, question 4. Look at the pattern. Come on, look at the pattern. Okay, now you have a problem. What's the problem? You got a problem. One is 3 units, and this one is 1 unit. Who is heavier? Oh no, this one is heavier now. So 3 units is here. Okay, so these 3 units stay here. Your equal sign in the center. Can? Okay, in front of the 1 unit, never write anything, right? Never write anything is a +1. So how? Bring all the units to one side. Okay, +1 unit you bring across the equal sign. Something must change one. +1 becomes -1 unit. Who is left on the left? 20 is left down here. 20 is still down here. Don't disturb the 20. All right, he's already down there. All right, and this one -4. I don't want the -4. Bring to the other side. If you want to bring the -4 to the other side, again, something will change. All right, it's not just move around. Come here, come there. No, cannot. Something will change. For instance, if you travel from Singapore to London, what thing will change? You tell me. You tell me. You suffer something. You suffer a loss. What thing? From Singapore to London, for instance, you take a plane. What do you lose? You lose time. You know that? So certain countries, right, they are a few hours ahead of us. Certain countries, they are ahead a few hours behind us. So you lose time. So you cannot just say that I'm here and I go down there, I lose nothing. No, you will surely lose something. So something like that also. All right, when you are down here, you go to the other side, you will lose something or you will gain something. Can you see? All right, warm. You came warm. Why? Singapore very, very warm, is it? I think so. So down here, right, -4 you bring across is a +4. All right, it's a +4 here. So 20 + 4 will give you a 24. You work downwards, equal sign is still here. 3 units minus 2 units is 2 units. So you're always working downwards. Always look for 1 unit. 2 units is 24. 1 unit is 24 divided by 2 is a 12. Very good. So why is this like that? All right, because I'm trying to train your eyesight a bit. You are supposed to work what? You see? For this one, 1 unit equal to 4. Can you see? Down here, 12 equal to 1 unit. You must be able to work on both sides. All right, you must be able to work on both sides. Can you see or not? So your units on the left, your units on the right, no problem. I can handle it. How come? Because they balance one. Don't worry. One more. Let's go. Very fun, very fun. I love this here and there. All right. 4 units and 1 unit. Who is heavier? Who is heavier? 4 units is heavier. 4 units, you stay here. Too heavy. I don't want to move you. In front of the 1 unit, what happened? Nothing down there. Oh, teacher, I haven't copied. I thought you say you want to do yourself. Hey, Chloe, you say you want to do yourself, right? So I thought you're faster than me. Okay, quick, copy. All right. If not, right, can you please take a picture or not? Just take a picture of the questions. All right. Sometimes I may move a little bit faster. Why? Because excited, lah. All right. Because all this easy stuff talk to you already. Can? Yeah. Okay, I got wrong. Okay, sorry. Do your correction, please, Chloe. Important is to get it right. All right. Okay, quickly. 10 seconds. I bluff you 5 seconds. Okay, 1. All right, so down here, 4 units, right? Heavy one, you don't touch. 1 unit in front is a plus. Plus 1 you bring across, minus 1 unit. Okay? Who left down there? Who is left down there? 16 is left down here. Put the 16 down here. Here, minus 8. I don't want the minus 8 here. I want to push it to the other side. Minus 8 bring across is a plus 8. All right. So down here, 4 units minus 1 unit is, you work downwards. 4 units minus 1 unit is a 3 unit. Work downwards. 16 plus 8 is a 24. What is 1 unit here? 3 unit is 24. 1 unit is 24 divided by 3, 8 lor. So this is the right answer again. Yes, Bernice, 1 unit is 8. Good job. All right. Corey, you say y plus not minus for the first number. Where's the first number? Oh, this one, right? Y in front is a plus. Why? Because it's it's like that lah. Because it's always a positive number. For instance, I say that I got $7. For example, I say I got $7. Means what? I got a plus 7. Means that I have it. If you write it as minus 7, means that what? I owe people $7, you know. All right. So usually people say that, hey, I got $7 means that it is a plus. Means that I have it in my wallet. All right. So it's always plus down there. Okay. Sorry, Frieden, I'm not able to unmute you. If you have anything, can you please type into the chat, please? All right, if you don't mind. Thank you so much. Okay, and the rest of you, can you please keep your video off, right? Because I saw some of you trying to test your video on the screen and all this. All right. So if you can, video off and also the audio off. Thank you. Okay, so now let's move on to the actual question. Ready or not? All right. The reason why I have all these big 4 and here and there is so that we can get ready for the question. Everything will change, right? Let me show you how to use this. Right, very fun. All right. So down here, the ratio of giraffe apples to pigeon's apple is 3:4. So we have giraffe is to what? Pigeon. G for giraffe, P for pigeon. All right. Ratio is 3:4. Let me write it as 3:4. So in the beginning, right, I can write it as 3 units is to 4 units. Then something happened. What happened? Look. What happened? What did the question say? Question say that after giraffe found another 9 apples. Recently I found $2 on the floor. I'm serious. I bring truffle and chowder out for a walk, and I found $2 on the floor. Yeah. The question is, what did I do with it, right? I'm not going to answer that. All right, so giraffe found another 9 apples. So must plus 9 apples for giraffe. And what happened? The pigeon hungry, went to add 6 apples. So minus 6 apples. Can you see that? So this is the storyline. All right, I'm writing the story. So in the beginning, it's 3:4. Then after that, plus 9 apples, minus 6 apples. Okay. Okay, so what happens after that? Okay, what happens after that? They had an equal numbers of apples, you know. They have the equal number means what? Means at the end of the day, right, they have equal means we say as 1:1. 1:1 means they have the exact same thing, what? Can you see or not? Okay, 1:1 means the same thing. So, but this time around, it's not units already. We call it what? We call it parts. 1 part is to 1 part. Is it okay? All right. When they say equal numbers, right? Equal numbers. All right. Equal numbers simply means 1:1. Okay. Then next what happened? We have to look at the story. Let's take a look at the story from the giraffe viewpoint. All right. Let's take a look at the story from the giraffe viewpoint. Means you have to read downwards like that. Okay, read downwards. In the beginning, giraffe got 3 units. Giraffe found 9 apples, means plus 9 apples. Eventually becomes 1 part. Can you see now? Read downwards. 3 units plus 9 apples equal to 1 part. Let's take a look at the pigeon, the story. Read downwards. 4 units plus what? 4 units here plus, oh, not plus, minus 6 apples because the pigeon went to eat the 6 apples. Minus 6 apples is equal to what? Is equal to 1 part. Oh, so this is story if you look at it downwards. Okay, now what happened? The 1 part and 1 part, right? Can you see that? Yes, they are of the same number. 1 and 1, right? 1 and 1 is of the same number. Means they are fair. They are on the same level. So what can you say? You can say that this 3 unit plus 9 apples and this 4 units minus 6, they are the same because 1 part is equal to 1 part. They are exactly the same thing. So from this information, right, you can simply conclude that 3 unit plus 9 apples, right, is actually the same as 4 unit minus 6 apples. Cher, here and there. Yeah lah. Okay, so 4 unit and 3 unit, who is heavier? 4 unit is heavier. In front, the 3 unit, never write. Plus 3 unit, you bring across the equal sign, becomes minus 3 unit. Who is left? 9 apples is left on the left. All right, 9 apples is left on the left. All right, minus 6 apples down here, bring to the other side. Minus, bring across the equal sign, becomes plus 6 apples. All right, so what do you have? 4 units minus 3 units, you work downwards. Your equal must all be in the same line one. All right, your equal must be all in the same line. 4 units minus 3 units is a 1 unit here. 9 apples plus 6 apples, 15 apples. Can you see or not? You successfully found 1 unit. Yes! Now you look at the question. What the question wants? Question is asking how find the number of apples giraffe have at first. Giraffe have at first means what? All right, giraffe at first means what? Giraffe at first means here. 3 units giraffe at first. So go and find your 3 units. If 1 unit is 15, 3 units will be 15 times 3 equal to 45 apples. Woo! And that's your answer. Can you see or not? All right. So this method, right, everything changed, right? You can do accordingly. It works, one, trust me. All right. But you must understand the here and there as a pattern. Learn from it. Then you can slowly get there. Yes, Bernice, you got 15, is it? Yes, good job. All right, not 14. All right. And our answer is 45 apples. Correct, Frida. Good job. All right. So let's go on to question number 2. What do you have? Oh no, got fraction. Why are you afraid? I told you already. Fraction, decimal, ratio, all same one. Oh, no means what? Kiting, sorry. Nah. All right. I was moving too fast, is it? All right, as I say, right, if I too fast, right, can you please take a picture? All right, just make sure your handphone is at the side. So if you quickly just snap a picture, then you'll be able to copy down later. Okay. All right. So 3 units is 45 apples. Kiting, okay? Okay, thank you. No worries. So I move on. So down here, the numbers of oranges is 2/5 the numbers of papaya. Okay, you got 2 things. You have oranges, you have papaya, and you have a fraction in the center. Remember this? What if I don't have a phone? Okay, I'm sorry, Venice. If you don't have a phone, then you copy faster. No lah. Okay, just let me know, all right? Then I'll slow down for you, okay? All right. So down here, right, if you have a what? You have a fraction between 2 objects. The numerator is for the front, and the denominator is for the back. All right, the numerator is for the front, and the denominator is for the back. Wait, I think somebody sent me a message. Can I check my message, please? Okay, so just to let you know, actually, you can send me a photo, all right, of your question. Like this, Faith, this lady, Faith, all right, she sent me a photo, I think it's a question. Let me check. Oh, there? Can you see the question? Oh, yes. So she sent me a question. So if you have a question, you can take a picture, right? Then you see the question will come in. Abel, Ben, Kathy, and then you had some stamps. A has 296 stamps. B has 60 stamps less than C. B had 35% of the total. You're so confusing. So many number A, B, C, D. All right, not any questions lah, Kai Ting. Math related question. You don't send me things like English. You know my English cannot make it. Right? All right, so send me math related question, and if I can, we will answer it together. All right, like this question, I think it's a good question. And I was talking about doing percentage the next lesson, right? Guess what? Down here got what? Percentage 35%. Yes, I think we'll do this question the next lesson. Okay? All right. Science, you can actually send to Dr. Ali. Dr. Ali also got his own number. All right, so you can send it to him. Okay? All right. So this is a question which I will to do the next lesson. Okay? So let's get back to our main lesson here. All right, our main lesson is on this. Okay. Now it's back to the screen. Very good. So let's talk about this. Dr. Ali, in a way, our science teacher, he studied to quite a high level already. All right. So when he reached a certain level, he is given a title, and the title is called doctor. All right. But is it a real doctor? You know, those open up the stomach lah, go and touch your heart lah. It's not those type of doctor. All right. So it's just a title given to him because he has studied a lot and he's very, very professional. He's got so much knowledge to share with you guys, you know. All right. So do attend his lesson. Cool. All right. So down here, right, the oranges and the papayas. Let's go. Oranges is to papaya. The ratio is what? 2:5. Right. So 2:5. All right. So in the beginning, right, I say 2 units is to 5 units. Cool. Then what happened? Oh, for me, I'm not that smart lah. Right. Last time when in primary school, I don't like math one. Seriously, I don't like to study. I don't like to do homework one. But slowly, when you grow older a little bit, when I get to secondary school and all this, just to let you know, my PSLE, I didn't do well also. All right, I didn't do well. All right, now I regretted actually. I regretted not doing much better. I think I can do better. All right, but I didn't do well. I didn't even get 200, you know. I'm not going to tell you my score. But I never even get 200, you know. All right, seriously. So you have the chance here, those P6 one. This year, PSLE, strive for a better result. Next year, for the P5, going for a PSLE, get an even better score. Don't get anything like me like that lah. Quite sad. Yes, I did pass. All right, but I didn't do very well. So now I feel a bit, I regretted lah. Honestly, I could have done better. So for you guys, you kids, right, don't live with regrets. When you want to do something, do it to your best. All right. So do your best and you will not feel that you have regretted. All right. You say that, yes, I have done my best already. So good. That's the way of moving on with life also. And always remember to stay positive lah. All right. So slowly in my secondary school, I start to wake up already. So I know that having a better grade is better for my future. So eventually secondary school, I put in more effort and eventually, yeah, you see me? I turn up okay, right? I think so lah. Okay, come back. All right, come back. So oranges is to papaya is to 2:5. Then what happened? After the fruit seller sold 54 oranges. Okay. So down here, minus 54 oranges. All right, minus 54 oranges and what? Bought 30 papayas plus 30 papayas. Can you see not? This type of question, right? It's not what? It's not total unchanged. It's not differences unchanged. It's not. All right, because the numbers are different. One is a minus 54. One is a plus 30. Very scary, right? So this type of question is something called everything changed. All right, so you have to use this method. And what did the question say? Hey, here, very important. Look here. Very important here. 75% of the fruits are papaya. 75% of the fruits are papaya. Be careful. So 75% can be written as what? 75 over 100. Remember the percentage, right? Go backwards means divide by 100. So 75 over 100, very familiar, isn't it? 3/4? Just now we practiced, right? Yes. So 3/4 of the fruits are what? 3/4 of the fruits are papaya. What does this mean? This actually means that, right, 3/4, the 4 represents what? This 4 actually represents the total fruits. And the 3 represents the number of papaya. Can you see now? 3/4 of the fruits. So fruits is the total. Total is the 4 units. Can you see? And out of the 4 units, 3 are papaya. So we have 3 down here, papaya. All right, 3 parts are papaya. This is parts. All right, 3 parts are papaya. And the total is what? Total is 4 parts. What? So if you want, you can open a total column lah. All right. Total column down here must give you a 4 parts. All right. If the total is 4 parts and 3 parts are papaya, oranges, 1 part. Answer is 1:3, Kevin. Very good. So down here is a 1 part. So you have to see the clue. Be careful of the English down here. All right. Your teacher want to trick you, but you are alert enough not to fall into the trap. Okay? So down here you have a problem. What's the problem? All right. You have to read the story. What's the story? You read downwards. Read downwards the story here. So down here you have 2 units. 2 units minus 54 oranges is equal to what? Is equal to 1 part. Then the papaya story, what's the papaya story? Papaya story is 5 units plus 30 papayas is equal to what? Is equal to 3 parts. Ayo, what's the problem? The problem is one is a 1 part. The other one is a 3 parts. Are they the same? Right, these 2 portions, right, are they the same? Oops. Okay, these 2 portions, right, they are different. One is a 1 part and the other one is a 3 part. Not fair. 1 and 3, how to compare? All right, so at this moment, you have to try to bring the 3 to a 1 or make the 1 to become a 3. It's easier to make the 1 to become a 3. So how? Times 3, lor. So remember that if you times 3 for the 1 part, right, everybody must times 3. So times 3, and times 3. Okay, for the 1 part, the oranges portion. So this portion, let me rewrite. I purposely times 3 for everybody. Means 3 groups. 3 groups of 2 units minus 54. So 2 units minus 2 units times 3 is what? 2 units times 3 is 6 units here. The minus is still down there. 54 times 3, use my mental calculation. I use my mental sum. 162. Okay, minus 162. All right, is equal to what? 1 part times 3 is 3 parts. Okay, then the next one, the 5 unit plus 30. Okay, 5 units plus 30, that one don't have to change. 5 unit plus 30. This one don't have to change. It's equal to 3 parts already. So I only change the first one, the oranges, that line. All right, to make everybody times 3 times 3 times 3. Why? So that I can have this portion here. All right, 3 parts and 3 parts. Are they the same? Yes, they are the same. If they are the same, right? Oh, I saw you using your calculator. Kevin, no lah, that wasn't me. All right, so 3 parts and 3 parts, they are the same, right? So you can say that this portion and this portion, they are the same. Can you see or not? Once you get the 3 parts and 3 parts the same, you can say that 6 unit, minus 162 is actually equal to the 5 unit plus 30. All right, because they are 3 parts and 3 parts, they are the same thing. So how? Who is heavier? 6 unit is heavier. In front here is a plus, you bring across the equal sign, minus 5 units. Who is left on the other side? 30. Minus belongs to 162, bring across to the other side, plus 162. And yes, Freedom, you are right. 1 unit is equal to 192. I saw that. Oops, 192. This is correct. Now let's take a look at what the question wants. What is the total number of oranges and papaya left at the fruit store? Left, left means what? All right, left means you're supposed to look for these 4 parts here. These 4 parts is the left. All right, in the beginning is the units. So in the beginning, we are talking about units. Can you see not? But at the end, we are talking about something called parts. So down here, I purposely what? Okay, down here, I purposely go and find my what first? I purposely go and find my beginning. I got 7 units first. All right, so 2 units is for oranges, 5 units is for papaya. In the beginning, total, I got 7 units. So I purposely go and find 7 units first. 192 times 7, that will give me how much? I use my mental calculation again, my mental sum. Mental sum, 192 times 7. My mental calculation tells me it's 1344. All right, I'm using my mental sum, 1344. All right, so 1344 is in the beginning, okay? So at the end of the day, what happened? The story says that 1344 is in the beginning. Minus 54 what? Minus 54 oranges. All right, then after that, plus another 30 papayas. So the last step, in the beginning got Chloe, I saw you use your calculator. No lah, I think you saw wrongly lah. All right, so I use my mental calculator again. Mental sum. 1344 minus 54 plus 30. Answer is 1320. 1320. So answer is 1320 fruits. That is at the end of the day. So that's your answer. Can? So the answer is 1320. Very good. All right. I know that you're not blind lah. Okay lah, Kai Ting. I know lah. All right. I use my calculator lah. Like that also don't give chance. Okay. So can use calculator, use your calculator. Okay. Okay. So the next question, question 3. Can we move on? Okay. I got 2 more questions to do. Okay. The ratio. Okay. So if you haven't finished copying, right, can you please go to the 2 days later, we'll upload this recording again. Then you can go and look at the answers. Can? If not, then you should know exactly more or less what to do already. All right, just get the 1320 fruits for me. Can? All right, so I'm going to move on to the next portion. I'm going to move on. Yes. Okay. So ratio of elephant to monkey. So this time, right, these questions are talking about what? Fruits and animals. You know that every lesson got a different theme one? The last lesson is talking about something else, right? I also forgot already. It's talking about brands, I think. Ashton and Martin. Then got things like what? Nike. Remember or not? You know, every lesson got different theme one. You all don't know, right? You all just do questions, right? And catch me using the calculator, right? You all, don't appreciate all these questions that I came up with one. You all. Okay. So elephant and monkey. So E is to M. All right, E is to M. Starting is 5 is to 7. All right, I call this 5 unit is to 7 units. An elephant found another child banana. Found another child banana plus 12 bananas. Monkey add 4 bananas, means minus 4 bananas. All right, and what happened? What happened to the story? The ratio becomes 4 is to 3. Down here becomes 4 part is to 3 part. Okay, once again, this one is not what? This is not total unchanged. This is not single unchanged. Both of them are changing. All right, total unchanged means they have to internal transfer. This is not. It's not differences unchanged. Means that the number's not the same. One is a plus 12, one is a minus 4. Can you see or not? So these are not total unchanged, single unchanged, differences unchanged. Means what? Everything changed lah. So you must know it will result in this type of method. So what do you do now? You write the story from top to bottom. Right, write down the story from top to bottom. What's the story for elephant? Elephant, 5 unit plus 12 bananas is equal to 4 parts. That is the story for elephant. Why you call it parts? Because I want to differentiate between something called units and parts. They are two separate. Things. All right, they are 2 separate sets of numbers. All right, they are actually not balanced. One is on top, one is below. So how? You must find a common thing so that they will be adjusted to the same level. Once they are at the same level, you'll be able to do some comparison. All right. For now, it is still units and parts, different level. So we have to try to bring them up to the same level. Once they are at the same level, then we can say that we are good to do some comparison. Okay. So let's talk about the monkey story. Monkey, read downwards, read downwards. 7 units minus 4 banana is equal to 3 parts. This is the monkey story. Oh no! What's the problem? Down here is a 4 part. Down here is a 3 part. Are they the same? Not the same. Then how? Make them the same lah. How? Times lah. So 4 and 3, look for the common multiple. 4, 8, 12, 16. 3, 6, 9, 12. Can you see not? So you look for the common 12. So 4, what must you do? 4 must times 3 to give you a 12. If you times 3 for the 4, right, everybody must times 3 for that line. 3 parts, how to get to a 12 times 4? Everybody must times 4 for that line. So now you can rewrite again. Now you can rewrite. What can you say? All right. 5 unit times 3 is a 15 unit. Plus 12 times 3, 36. 12 times 3 is a 36. Is equal to 4 parts times 3, 12 parts. 7 units times 4 is a 28 unit. Minus 4 times 4, 16. Is equal to a 12 parts. Woohoo! All right, what happened? What happened? 12 parts and 12 parts, are they the same already? They are the same. Once they are the same, right? Once they are the same, you can compare the left and the right. Right? You can say that 15u plus 36 is equal to what? Is equal to 28u minus 16. Can you see now? Once they are the same 12 parts and 12 parts, you can compare that both of them are the same already. All right. Why so less people now? I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Maybe they think that I press the calculator is a big offense. All right. But it's okay. Maybe they will come back to, I don't know, look at the recording again. Maybe they rush off to have dinner, go to the toilet. I don't know. All right. It's okay. The important thing is you are here. All right. All right. So moving on. And maybe as I told you all just now already, right? I locked the classroom already. So they leave, they cannot come back in. Then how? Too bad lah. All right. So moving on. 28 units and 15 units. Who is heavier? 28 units is heavier. Don't touch the 28. Down here, never write is a plus 15. Bring across, minus 15 units here. Equal sign is still in the center. 36 is still here. Don't touch the 36. Minus 16. I want to bring it to my number portion. Minus 16, bring across, give you a plus 16. 36 plus 16 will give you a 52. And down here, 28 minus 15. 28 minus 15, mental sum, 13 units. And 1 unit will be equal to 52 divided by 13. So bad. Is it correct? 52 divided by 13. Whoa, 4. Yes, Freedom, 4 is correct. Good job, 4. All right, so 1 unit is 4. Chloe, why you say so bad? It's okay lah. Why so bad? Yes, is it correct, Freedom? Yes, 1 unit is 4. So once you get the 1 unit, you can solve any part of the question. Find the number of banana elephant had at first. Elephant got what? Elephant got 5 units of what? Elephant got 5 units of banana. All right, so 5 units is equal to 4 times 5, which is equal to 20 bananas. Okay, that's the answer. Is that okay? And question 4, are you ready? Yes, 20 is the correct answer. Yes, Vernice, 20. Good job, Kevin, 20. Yes, Korea, 20. You guys are very good, you know. All right, very good. Important thing is you guys understand so that you can use this method, right, to what? To attempt more of your questions. Yes, Chloe, it's 20. It's not 0.2. Hey, it's 20. It's not 0.2. Hey, Chloe, don't write 0.20. All right, answer is 20. There's a difference between 0.2, yes, and 20. Be careful. Answer is 20, not 0.2. All right. Okay, question 4. The ratio, Bebes. You know Bebes? Oh, you typed wrongly. Okay, it's okay. Bebes. Okay, never mind. The ratio of the number of $10 notes to the number of $50 notes. So we have $10 notes here versus what? Versus the $50 notes here. And the ratio is given in best job, bear. All right, it's 1:3. All right. Okay, do you know the meaning of burn? Burn? All right, this burn, this name, right, is given to me by my sister. All right. So in Bern, right, is actually a capital of Switzerland. Right, Bern is the capital of Switzerland. What time are you going to end the lesson? I don't know. After this question, so Bern is actually the capital of Switzerland, and down there got this park, right, where there's a lot of bear one. You know, so you know, bear, Bern. Hello. Okay, never mind. Not important. So 1:3. So bear exchanged 4 pieces of $50 notes. 4 pieces of $50 note. All right, 4 pieces of $50 notes is how much? What's the value? 4 times 50 is $200. And this $200, right, he went to exchange for $10 notes. So this $200 can get you how many pieces of $10 notes? All right, $200 divided by 10, you get 20 pieces of $10 notes. Oh, this is very important. Okay, so down here, you have to know. Bear exchanged 4 pieces of $50 notes. Means minus what? Minus 4 pieces of $50 notes. And in return, right, he get what? He get 20 pieces of $10 notes. Can you see the story here? Yeah. And eventually, what's the ratio? Eventually, the number, he then had an equal number of $10 and $50. Means what? 1:1. 1:1. Why do you keep on whispering banana? You all never watch the animation, the cartoon? The cartoon? Banana. Banana. But you all don't watch cartoon one, is it? You all like, make me feel like a big kid like that. Banana. All right, so you have something like that. All right, this is like parts, and this is like units. So tell me the story. The story of the $10 is given as 1 unit plus 20 pieces is equal to 1 part. $50, what's the story? 3 units minus 4 pieces is equal to 1 part. Aha! Very happy. What's so happy? The 1 part and the 1 part, are they the same number? Yes, they are. If they are, you can say that this portion and this portion is the same. And you can conclude by saying that 1 unit plus 20 is the same as 3 unit minus 4. All right, who is heavier? 3 unit is heavier. Here is a plus, bring across is a minus 1 unit. 20 is here, don't touch the 20. Minus 4 bring across is a plus 4. And therefore you have 24 is equal to 2 units. Always look for the 1. 1 unit will be 24 divided by 2 is a 12. What the question wants? What was the total value? Means how much? Banana. Very smart, Selin. Laughing at my name, nasty. So naughty. She spelled it as burn, then she put a nana behind. You are very creative, leh. So naughty, you disturb me, disturb my name. Naughty girl, but it's okay, I like it. All right, I like it. Banana. All right, okay. So 1 unit is 12, right? 1 unit is 12. So what happened? What was the total value of the money he had at first? So 1 unit of $10 notes at the beginning. Down here got 3 units of $50 notes. What is 3 units? 3 units is simply 12 times 3, which is 36 pieces of $50 notes. So your final step, right, is to calculate the number, all right, the amount of money. So got 1 unit worth of $10 notes. So got 12 pieces of $10 means 12 times $10 plus what? 36 pieces of $50 means 36 times 50. All right, so I'm going to use my mental calculation. All right, mental sum, 12 times 10 plus 36 times 50. 1,920. 1,920. That's the amount of money Bear has in the beginning. It's not 10920. It's not 72,000. No. We got so much money. Oi, hello. It's only 1,920. All right. I never, yes, I use my calculator. Okay lah, stop catching me lah. All right, Kavin, it's not 72,000. Look at the working here. All right, 1 unit means 12 pieces. 12 pieces of $10 notes. 3 units means 36 pieces. 36 pieces of $50 notes. So 12 times $10 plus 36 pieces times $50. That's 1,920. Can you see that? All right. Know your mistakes are important is to calculate properly. And can you see not? The questions all the same one. Once you can understand, right, the first few questions I tell you, your homework. All right. Don't worry about it. Trust me. Down here got decimal 0.2. Typo error, is it? It's not. 0.2 is the same as what? I give you a clue. 2 over 10. 2 over 10 is the same as what? 1 over 5. All right. Please go and do your homework. All right. Do your homework. And for this, right, I give you the answer first. Answer is actually $36. All right, $36. That is the answer. Can you please go and try to do your homework? All right, the next lesson, right, I will what? I will go through with you. Can? All right, so this question is yours. Teacher can go back. Yes, here, for you, Chloe. All right, yeah, okay. Can? All right, so this is the question 4. Question 5, the answer is $36. That's your homework. It's exactly the same as question 4. Trust me. All right. And if you can see, right, the pattern, right? Do you know that question 1, 2, 3, 4? Have you seen these numbers? All right. Can you see these 36 pieces, right? All right. Or this 1 unit is 12. Look at here. 1 unit is 12. Question 4. 1 unit is 12. What happened? Do you know that it appears here? 1 unit is 12. Can you see the number not? The same one. Look at this number here and there, number 3. 1 unit is 4, right? Look at question 3. What do you see? Do you see that 1 unit is 4? Can you see or not? So it's, the clues are already down there already. All right. And do you see the percentage down here? 75%? Do you see the 75% here? All right, 75%, right? Look at the previous one. Question 2, is it? Or this one? Or down here. Do you see the 75% here? Yes. All right, so big 4 and here and there, right? I try to bring in these 2 in order to attempt this question. All right. Is the lesson done? My mother called. Yes, lesson is done. You can go already. All right. So down here, right, if you have any clues, right, look back at the here and there and the big four. Down there got additional clues. Is that okay? Okay, All right. I still copy. Okay, okay. Chloe, copy first. Copy first. Okay, and the rest of you, right, please, question 5 is your homework. All right, answer, as I said, is $36. It's very similar to question 4. You can do it. The next lesson, I will go through with you, and we'll go into something called percentage. Okay, Chloe, I'm going to move on already. Okay, not? You say you take picture, you take picture, then I still copy. I also don't know what you're talking about, Chloe. Okay, thanks, thanks. All right, so down here, right, as you know, if you want more practice, right, for the P5, you can go to the lesson 27 inside our website. All right, if you log in, you can go into P5 lesson 27. For P6, you can go into P6 lesson 17. Okay, and if you have any question, like just now, this lady Faith messaged me at 89330213. So maybe in terms of percentage, I'll do that the next lesson also. All right, I think it's very useful. Cool. All right, and that's it for this lesson. I'll see you in our next lesson, same timing, 4:30 Cam, on Wednesday, next Wednesday. Cool. All right, and that's it for this lesson. And good job for you guys who are still here. All right, and I'll see you the next lesson. Be good. Don't be naughty. Bye bye. Banana.